All righty, Bob. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe, and what a beautiful morning it is here at Fairfield. And Joe, I'm here with my good friend Andy McClure. We've got Pam Mowry in the peanut gallery back there. And number one, I want to introduce you to Eric Snyder. Eric is our new Ashland County Park Director. Say hello, Eric.
Howdy, everyone.
Welcome to Ashland.
Welcome to Ashland. He comes from Cuyahoga County, where he managed 2 of the metro parks up there, and he's excited to be here. I'll let him speak for himself at a later time. Okay. But the other thing we want to talk about here, Joe, is the Davy McClure Outdoor Education Center that we're building. And you know, we've had this sign up at Fairfield Park kind of telling the people where we are. And as the community knows, this park is going to be, or this education center is going to be built at our TK Park right across the 60 from the Spring Meadow Veterinary Clinic. It's going to be really beautiful. It's going to have education center, a nature education center for all the kids. And it's named in honor of Davy McClure, who was just a great friend, former commissioner, and Andy's son. And you raised a good boy, I'll tell you that, Andy.
Right.
And it was Davy's dream to have this. And so the community has been very generous to us, as the community always is. But as you know, Bob and Jan Archer were so impressed with this project that they gave us a matching grant of $250,000. Now we think that this is a $500,000 project to build, and the Archers gave us $250,000. Well, they're going to give us $250,000 if we raise $250,000, and that's what we're here about to tell the community today. The last time we were here, we had just a little over 60%, and I'm pleased to tell you that we are now at 80% of our goal, and we're going to reach it. Hopefully we can get that last few dollars to do it. And Andy, as I was telling Joe that, you know, sometimes the first few dollars when you're raising money are sometimes the easiest dollars to get. You know what the hardest dollars to get, Joe?
The
last few dollars.
That's right.
And that's why we're asking the community to continue with their generosity to get us over the finish line. We think that if we get there within the next 2 months, maybe the next month, we can get this thing built this year. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Andy's a former Marine engineer, Marine Corps engineer, that is. And so he assures me that if we get this taken care of, that we'll maybe have this built by Christmas. And that's our goal. So
we'll have to post how they can donate. There's probably several ways to donate. Right?
There is. First of all, you can go on our website, which is on the internet there. So you can donate through there, or you can donate directly to our office. And it's really to the Friends of the Ashland County Park District. You have to make your check out to the Friends. So when you're writing that big $200,000 check, folks, Ashland County, Friends of the Ashland County Park District. And any amount, I'm just kidding on the $200,000, although, but any amount is appreciated. And Andy, I'm going to give you the pleasure of putting it so that it shows on our thermometer that you get to the 80%. And I'd ask our director, Eric, to point so that Andy knows exactly where you want it put. So here you are, Andy.
For me.
I'll peel this part back. So Pam already started it.
I got you. Now, where you want to start? Right
Well, he's going to point it to it.
Let's say right about there. Looks good.
there. All right, looks like we're up there.
There you go.
80.
All right.
And Eric, what do you think about your first official act for the Ashland County Park District?
It's exciting. Seeing the growth that Ashland County Parks has begun and continuing to do. I know we've got some good projects already going right now, and I'm excited to be here and get the ball rolling.
Okay. And you're going to be moving down to Ashland County, is that right?
I will be moving down to Ashland County.
And so you're looking for about 10 acres and a nice little woods. So any of you out there, there's a prospective
more acres the
purchaser.
better is appreciated.
Yeah. Actually, I collected some money today for this. People are still on board with it, and as soon as we mention it, they're willing to they'll put money into it. So.
Okay. Pam, why don't you come on up here? I'd like to ask you a couple questions.
I'm going to kill you.
No, Pam, you're very. Pam's responsible for making this little red tape there. But also, Pam, are the schools in the county in favor of this education project that we're doing?
When we started the planning for this project, we absolutely went to all the curriculum directors and made phone calls to all our county private and public schools. We met with everyone who was willing to come out, which was all the curriculum directors of all the public schools, and we got their input. And they're really excited to have a location here in Ashland County that's not a whole bus driver day out of the building with students for a really long period of time, but a place that they can bring students to do studying of all the varieties of nature. And even, an art class will be able to be out there, a writing class. I mean, it goes across the curriculum of what this outdoor shelter could be used
So they think they're going to use it heavily, is that right?
Absolutely. We're expecting that Linda McKibben at Ashland City, who is just like me, a data geek, Linda, and I say that lovingly, Linda, she put together that if we can get this up and going by fall or even at Christmas time, using it next spring with our students in the Ashland City schools, probably everyone K through 12 next year will have an opportunity to be out at the Davy sometime during their years at the Ashland City schools. So that's going to be our goal, and
Now,
I think that'll be the county schools as well.
Thank you, Pam. Now, Andy, is this just going to be for the schools, or will the general public be able to benefit and use this outdoor pavilion education center?
It will be open anytime it's not booked for other events. It'll be a place you can go have a picnic or lunch, or there are going to be wildlife programs through the Division of Wildlife, through all of our local wildlife organizations, Pheasants Forever, Ducks Unlimited, the Trappers Association, the hunting groups all over the country. And I think we're going to incorporate a archery range there on the property so kids can practice archery. So it's big in the schools now, and I think they'll need somewhere to shoot. So
Is there a good fishing pond there, Andy?
Great fishing.
Okay, and is there trails all through it so people can walk?
There are trails
Okay,
now
you're good.
all the way around, all over the place.
Right.
And we're getting ready to build another trail up,
Yeah.
up the hollow that will take kids along the creek where they can play in the creek.
Yep. Well, folks, what other questions do you have, Eric?
I've got none. I think the education center, no matter what your hobbies are, what your interests are, you're going to be able to take advantage of it. They will have something for everyone. So once we get it built, everyone's going to enjoy it.
Right,
So.
and we're still in the planning stages. There are areas where if someone has an idea about a program that might work down there, we can plant a row of trees, or there'll be a butterfly garden and a memorial tree area, and there'll be a lot of different things that can be added to the property.
And so, folks, we still need to raise 20% more to get this over the hump, to get this so that we can have this this beautiful pavilion, education pavilion, ready for our students. This, well, at least maybe by Christmas. Maybe we'll have a big Christmas celebration there. So I encourage you, whether your donation is little or big, we really need it, and we're really asking for it. And Park District really is grateful for everything that we've gotten. I'll tell you, we just got a very big, pretty big, very big donation from one of the local groups here, and we're very happy about that. Andy, we're going to end this by why don't you tell us a little bit about your son?
Well, he was groomed his whole life to do this kind of work. He was instrumental in the Conservation Club, where I was president for a number of years, 20 years, and he was ready to take over that organization, and he was big in all this outdoor.
This was kind of his dream, wasn't it?
It was his dream, yeah.
So that's why we call it the Davy McClure Outdoor Education Center. So, folks, thank you for listening, and we're going to build you a nice center for the kids. And so your kids can be on the telephone, or what they call the cell phone now, but they're also going to have a nature place to study nature. Get them outside. Yep, get them outside.
Just a place to go and relax and take nature in.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank
Joe.
you.